and welcome back to Factorio Space Age with expanding Gleba. So last week, actually for the last, I would say year, I don't know for how long, my desk chair's wheels decided to, fucking try to, cause hair and stuff gets trapped in the wheels or whatever, and they fucking decide to fall off. So, I bought new wheels, and they've been actually, just the solution I needed. Because I just kind of decided to get them. Because I realized this will never improve. No matter what I do, I am never going to have, you know... They're probably not that expensive, and I paid, I could probably... No. They cost me less than a pizza, to put it in perspective. So, yeah, under 10 bucks, euros Canadian, maybe not Australian, I don't know. But basically, yeah. And they're high-quality wheels as well. They're really smooth. Actually, they're so smooth that I keep pushing too hard, because I'm used to the old ones. Let me recover some of this. Now, why am I here? Oh yeah, I need more steel for the roboports. But I also need this for them. Yeah, sure, I don't see why not. What, there we go. That should be enough for, a few minutes. I don't like the lightning strikes even when they are stopped. I generally don't really like hyper loud noises. Pathologize me if you want to, but I'm not a fan. Come on. Oh yeah, they are getting hit up there, so we'll have to deal with that. 100, 200, and yeah, sure. Okay, let's stop my robots from exploding again. I don't want a repeat of BattleBots. We need to fix this. Remember, BattleBots. Remember, no, that's... I was trying to do the fucking Ridge Racer meme, you know, Ridge Racer. Remember that one? Where people are making fun of a guy genuinely excited that Ridge Racer was back on the PSP's, PS1 still, because the PSP had, the... Wii sort of thing, but with old PS1 games, you know, backwards compatibility, but, you know, as things usually go, people took this guy's genuine happiness for, you know, Ridge Racer coming back, and as the internet does, you know, human is having fun, must make fun of genuine human emotion. This will, you know, must overcompensate for me being unable to feel joy. That sort of stuff. Throwing stones very early in the video, but that is how it is, isn't it? So much of, especially as of late, you know, so much of the, online ecosystem has just turned into, there was some people I've seen call it, blame X and Y, Z, but generally I think, the internet, by its nature, kind of encourages the kind of behavior that makes people think that, actually liking things is uncool. Where you're not allowed to, like or dislike stuff, unless you kind of you know, doing it ironically, you know, like, basically, you're not allowed to genuinely think something is cool anymore. The only way you can do that is, you know, if you're, ironically saying, you know, haha, wow, guys, this is totally cool, huh? See how I like this really stupid thing that's stupid. Hey, guys, see how stupid this thing is? Well, guess what? I like that it's stupid. You know, it's that sort of thing. You're not allowed to have, like, to see something and be, like, genuinely happy. Though that's only in the, thankfully, that's only in the sort of, I'm gonna call it the general mainstream gamer sphere, you know? It's not as prevalent if you're in smaller communities, thankfully, which is just another reason you should probably stick with, like, you know, dedicated game communities and not just, like, the internet at large, because a lot of the time, the internet at large is full of, like, the most, I don't want to say normie opinions, but, like, just the most, like, just kind of the most boring takes you could imagine, with a lot of people reminiscing about, just, like, the popular thing in each year, you know? It's not like you level... I guess the thing is, you know, you'll rarely find games that are actually interesting, like, fucking, you know... These are the kinds of people who will play, like, whatever the fuck, if a YouTuber convinces them the game is good, but by themselves, they would never play, like, you know, one of those games. It's just the way some people are. And my problem, you know, starts and ends at the fact that these people can often be kind of assholes to people who genuinely enjoy those kinds of games, you know, You've seen it with fucking the JRPG hate that is, like, it's a very American phenomenon where, like, some people really, really hate JRPGs, right? Now, if I assume nobody who's watching me is from Japan, like my analytics say as much, but, like, to be fair, I could check. We'll go to audience right now, because obviously you have it on the side monitor. Let's see. Top geography, United States is on top with 36%. Japan isn't on the list. Export in sheets. We'll enable it now. Of course, they'll, yeah, you know what, I'll place it up here. Come on, yes, okay. Aww. Doesn't even mention Japan. Huh. Do the last year. Oh, we do get 668 views. Mostly... There's no specific Japan target video, I don't think. Maybe I should explain what that means. Though it's kinda simple, it just means, like, there's no specific video that, except, like, the big one that a lot of people watched. Obviously, that one made more people click on it, including people from Japan, but, like, it's not like, from the videos I made, there was, like, a specific one which appealed to, Japanese audiences more, which makes sense. I don't necessarily target any specific region. I guess I target Europe, just because that's kind of where my tastes lie, but, you know, I mean, like, from intentional targeting. That's kind of like saying Scott the Woz targets, you know, later millennials and zoomers with, like, his videos. It's just what he reviews. It's not really something he makes a conscious effort to do. But as it often happens, Yeah, as it often may happen, you'll run into situations where... No, I'll want the... Oh my god. Oh, we can craft more of these now. I'm gonna go insane, man, with the bots. I wish I could tell my own personal bots not to, like, spend the 50 years deconstructing everything, but alas, that's apparently impossible. Impossible. 28 mil? 3 of the full ones, and here, like, we have, I don't know, man. Should I... Let's see. I think I may add a few more of these and then add a second line. I don't like those noises. I'll have to tolerate those noises. Shut up. Oh my god. Well... That's gonna be fun. The night has fallen once more, and so have apparently all the bots. Oh my god, yeah. Alright, fine, guys. We don't have to do this. It's okay. We need to go, but all the bots are fucking charging. Come on. Put this... But of course, all the bots are inside. Charging, so, I like how we can sit, like, on the oil ocean. Oil ocean? What is this? Sonic the Hedgehog? I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. And I'm gonna have to remove all these radio towers. No. But one of these here, like, what of these over here? Okay. I don't know how far away I need to place these, because sadly, they're already, like, the old ones, and their radius is different. Oh, we have to run. Because my bots are immediately gonna start picking up all the garbage. Instead of just, like... Oh, I should probably then do this. Yeah, sure, whatever. Huh. Should the airship is... Yeah, okay. Get some... Well, get a bunch of these guys. I'm gonna need... Maybe don't get 5,000. Oh, it's not... It is saying it doesn't have that. Okay. Because I have all the foundation. We'll do that. Yeah, then I'll have to... Ooh, that was lucky. So, hitting Q here. So this is protected. So we'll have to fly back once the batteries recharge in the suit, and, hopefully then we'll be able to... Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. As you see, these things are slowly charging. And only once they charge are we going to be able to move at any speed. And the rail lines aren't even connected, so I can't head up there quickly. And more of them are gonna explode the longer it takes me. I mean, I can remove them to move faster now, but that's not gonna fix anything, really. You can see, yeah. Whatever. I said in the last episode that I wanted to talk about, like, that whole, you know, that whole, quantity versus quality thing that people talk about. Whenever there's a system that, like, has a lot of games on it, chances are more of them are gonna be shovelware than the average, you know? And whenever a game system has less games, generally, you know, if it's still a system that people love and it's not like the Jaguar, it's fair to assume that some of the games on it were probably pretty good. The N64 sits in this sort of weird zone where it's like a nostalgia darling in a lot of ways, but sadly, a lot of its library, partially because it's a 5th-gen system that's kind of old, partially because a lot of the games just weren't really that good on release, blah blah. You know, people are kind of starting to wake up to the fact that, I don't want to say, like, the Emperor has no clothes, but, like, I mean, yeah, in some ways. Like, Mario 64 was good, but be real here, it's not the best 3D platformer ever made. It's, in many ways, people argued it's, and I would probably have to just agree on the face of it, that it's probably not even the best 3D platformer on the N64, considering how many nice things I've heard about the, you know, Banjo and the Kazooie. Because, hey, I'm gonna be honest, I trust Banjo fans when they tell me that Banjo-Kazooie was a really good game. Way better, way better than Croc. Though, to be fair again, where's the fucking Banjo remaster? You see, Croc wasn't important enough to be fucking butchered by Microsoft, so Croc got a arguably kind of shitty remaster, but Banjo didn't, because Banjo was simply too important. Instead, we're getting Banjo and Mega Man NFTs, I think, again. Who is buying them? That's what I need to know. Who the fuck is... It's like 2025. Who is buying non-functional testicles in current year? I know that's not what NFT stands for, but it is what the NFT acronym can stand for, so it is what it is. Who is buying them? What fucking investor got scammed into buying the fucking Crash Bandicoot NFT? Fucking, it's just so, it's so sad. And then Bubsy gets a fucking, not just a remake, like, not a remake, not a remaster, but gets an update to Bubsy motherfucking 3D, which adds a better camera, from my understanding, and full analog control, to the point that, from what I've seen now, the game controls tolerably. Now, I understand, you know, Bubsy 3D. Well, wasn't that one of the worst games of all time? No. There's a pretty good video made by the one and only Sean Shanson, the guy with the funny Irish accent. Well, that's most Irish people, to be fair. He made a video which went over what it meant for a game to be bad, and turns out Bubsy ain't actually that bad. It's just kinda... just kinda bad. I don't want to say kinda bad. It's hard to call the game bad, which I guess is pretty high praise for a Bubsy, but, you know. The game has a lot of stuff I would even go so far as to call merit. Like, the game looks really weird. I kind of like that. You know, what's wrong with games that just look really fucking weird? You know? It's just one of those things. I don't know. I kind of have to... Maybe it is my personal, you know, take, but... Maybe it is a little bit stupid, but it's the take I'm going with. It is just kind of a shitty game. Which, to be fair, I mean... That's... The funny part is, if you've ever actually followed the, Bubsyverse, let's call it, the previous Bubsy games were also kinda shit. Like, they weren't bad, right? Like, I wouldn't go as far as to call them necessarily, you know, bad games, but I did this the wrong way around. Like, I wouldn't call them bad, but I would... Fuck. So, yeah, it's they're kinda similar to Bubsy in that way, I guess. So, yeah. Bubsy 3D. Could be worse, could be fucking, you know, like, the N64 had Blues Brothers 2000, I guess. But I guess the thing is that with Bubsy, it's kind of a very easy game to, make. Generally, like, these kinds of games like Bubsy that already kind of look weird are a lot easier to make, you know, bad game videos on. Purely because the game already fucking looks weird. Like you just have to show someone Bubsy, and that's that. They'll immediately understand, like, that, you know, something is weird about the game, you know? It's not like, you know, it's Blues Brothers 2000s, sorta, if you get me? Like, immediately you smell something is up when you hear, like, there's a Blues Brothers game on the N64. But, you know, with Bubsy, it's a lot easier to showcase. And, you know, it's, also doesn't help that the game is actually pretty crap, you know. But, you know, it's, I mean, is it that much worse than some other, you know, the game still has people who enjoyed it as kids, which is more than could be said for, like, a lot of video games, you know? Like, does anyone, you know, I would say that even if Bubsy wasn't a commercial, you know, a commercial success, it still probably is remembered more fondly by a lot of people compared to something like, again, you know, Blues Brothers 2000. You know, because realistically, Bubsy has its merits. There may not be too much of them, but clearly the development team was cool enough for Sony to trust them in making what else but fucking... They made Siphon Filter. The Bubsy developers, the guys who made, like, the supposedly worst game on the PS1, made Siphon Filter immediately afterwards. Which just kind of goes to show that, like, sometimes you can have really good developers that are just kind of limited by, you know, something or other. So I'm gonna have to do something here, because I want to have this continue going straight, but I also want to have, like, a turn that is unimpeded. My voice is kind of dying because I haven't recorded in ages for so long. I'm gonna do it like this. Yeah, and then I'll do it like... I'll go up here. Maybe I'll do that. Sure. No, I'm gonna have to take this and see, because I need a shitload of stops here somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna have the line continue. Then I'm gonna, at some point, we can do it here. You know, split off. I want to be as close to the pillar as possible. Ooh. I guess there we go. We'll have it like that. Then we'll have a bunch of, waiting stops over here, I guess? I'll probably just have them be for 1-1s, you know, But how many, even? Because, like, let's see, what is... Gee, yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of... not a lot of space. Sorry, they don't really take up a lot of space. Like, this should be enough, right? Like, one more? One more. If I put these two... like this, like, I'll have to do it, yeah, like that. Then down here, like this. Oh, that is perfect. They're gonna be 1-1s mostly, but, yeah, I want some 1-2s in case I'll need them. So yeah, this is the general idea. So then we'll just, copy and paste this like a billion times. And I'll have to move these, like, yeah. Down like this. And maybe up, like, over here. Yeah. How many do we have? We have one... No, we can do it with the signals. 13. Let's have 16. Because here there's 4 for 1. We're out of we're out of rails, damn it. So yeah, then we'll have 4 stops, but on the other side completely. And for the stops, I mean, I know what I'll need already, so, I'll do them over here, I guess, and then have, like, them merge, I guess, at the very end here, like this. Then I'll have to remove you, even if this may this may have negative consequences. Then I'll put you here. Then I'll have to wait. How many trains do we have? 1, 2? Well, you can have, like, yeah. How many? Because there's going to be 2 for 1. You know, we have 1, 2, and that feeds into 1. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could almost, fully fill 3 of them. Okay. Okay, now we have this. I shall request from you some rails. Ah, yes, and we have a lot in storage. So, train, carriage, endpoint is up here. Then go over here. Oh, really? What we're lacking most of all is, yeah, okay. That's funny. Should probably, hurry up and place, like, one of these before the most expensive stuff I have gets obliterated. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to use some of... That's fine. That's fine. How did I do this? Oh. One, so, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Why did I do it this way? Fully upgraded. Oh, the first thing I get is Insurgent Pickup, Beacon Minecraft, Macro Enchantment Table, Leviathan Axe, Raven Clan Armor, Camp RDR2. Items per second. Stack Inserter fully upgraded. It can... Oh, a legendary one. A fully upgraded Stack Inserter can... Okay. Let me see. Sticks per cycle, no capacity bonus, transport belt, stacking. Can move 40 items per second. Well, that's not right, is it? We can test. Let me give you this. Wait, okay, but it's also stacked. Huh. So, if I do this, you know, and then do this, and then, you know, combine these should be one full belt, right? Huh, actually, no. That's kind of annoying. Well, it's 40, but it's 4. So actually, this is 10 out of 30. That's interesting. Well, I'll just copy the thing I did here where, yeah, it goes then this way, and then it does from, like, 3 of them to 2 of them. And I'll make it as compact as possible, and the processing will, of course, be down there somewhere. So, we do this for all of them. Including for these ones here, I believe, because if I do this and this... If I do this and this, and then remove them and, you know, place them down, yeah. So then, you will, we can loop these back around. Have something like this. Then go underneath here. There we go. Then we can have this go around here. We have 2. Then, yeah, this is going to be a little bit annoying, but we can then have 3. And then these 3 will, be merged into 2 with the help of this little, let's call it a design. But over here, so there we go. And the actual one that we'll have to take are these 2. So then we'll take this design, we'll copy it, and while it's like this, paste it for the 4 of those that I've allowed myself to build, even if not all 4 will be used immediately. And then we'll have to, yeah, do this. Yep, enough. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Again? Messed up one of these yet again. Huh, this one actually wasn't necessary, I think? I don't know. I'd rather not risk it, you know, Okay, and then the only one of these that I'll have is gonna be this one back here. And then these guys will... ready up, I guess, and then... come down here. Ooh. Ooh, this is actually gonna be good. And then I'll wait to see if, you know, the coast here is clear. Ish. Actually, wait, I could theoretically make this just a tiny bit longer, yeah. And do it over here. That should help, and then there's gonna be another one over here, and then... yeah. God help me if I ever had longer trains, but, you know. Okay. What's the issue here? Oh, these never connect to each other. Okay. So... we should have these guys, if only I could, So we'll add scrap 7. And we'll add... I'll add scrap processing 1. Then I'll do this so I can just rename it to 2, 3, and 4. Maybe I should rename. I'm gonna have to like scrap processing 1A. And I'll call these scrap processing 1B. So I'll tell the train to go to here and to go to here. Wait until it's full and wait until it's empty. Then over here we'll add a second train. And over here, we'll do the same thing, where we'll tell it to go to here, and tell it to go to there until it is full, till it's empty. Go. Then I'll stop it now. And then you can, yeah, continue on. Now this guy is here, so... Oh, it doesn't... whatever. Okay, there we go. And so that's how it's gonna go. If I need more trains, I'll add them. But for now, this is the idea. Like, they'll come here, they'll have that stuff removed, they'll run back, drive, and, yeah. We'll see how quickly they do this, but the idea is that, you know, there's always a train here. Yeah, we're sort of seeing that. I think the 4-to-1 ratio is good. So then I'll do this and rename these two. I've decided to only get 2 of them running for now. I keep changing my naming schemes as well. It's, maybe not the best idea, but, it is the idea I'm going with, because I feel like when there's so many of these, it's just gonna make more sense. So add another one here for you until you have empty cargo, then here until you have full cargo. And the bots are gonna take a bit more time delivering the parts to those, but as you can see, yeah, this guy's already gonna come there and wait. But as you can also see, you know, this one, while it's still filling with scrap, is actually getting to a point where with 4 of these trains, one of them is always waiting, which is exactly what we want. Then for you, I'll have to wait for the train to, you know, pop up behind it. There we go. And, you know, once this stuff fills up, which is any moment now, these trains are gonna have to, like, you know, sit and wait, or whatever. And then we'll see. Huh. So there we go. I am properly doing a real Fulgora base. Yeah. If I just may, really quickly. I remember when I was first on Fulgora, oh, I did these over there a little bit wrong. One off. I remember when I was first on Fulgora, I was flying around trying to find, like, just the finest rocks which had, like, just the tiniest amount of the, like, things we needed. And why are you... That explains it. Any other one of the issues? Okay, okay, switch to manual mode. Reverse power. There we go. Not an issue. I'm just annoyed with the little flashing warning. Though we are doing mostly fine. I'll fill this up if I need to with these guys, but, you know. So now we'll have to do some math. We have, if you may believe it, 240 per second on one belt, times 4, we have 960 pieces of scrap per second coming in. One of these bad boys with the 2-2 system I'm using, which is going to be the thing I'm going to keep doing, we are processing a total of 5 scrap per second. Divided by 5, we need 192 of these. Now, ladies and gentlemen, how do we do this? Well, I have to think of a decent solution, but for now, I'm gonna just get, like, 20 of these guys here, so that I can start, you know, scheming. That is the plan. I have to figure something out, you know. Scrap 5 is not gonna be used until I can have a second Scrap 5, but, for that, we'll need another, like, 20 gajillion scrap. Ooh, maybe this one could be a solid find. We'll see. I love watching these tiny-ass trains with rocket fuel just fly by. Would be cooler if they had nuclear fuel, but, you know, we can't have that, can we? Okay, we'll have, 10 of them. We'll copy the 10. And then I'll go away to where no roboports exist, so I have time to think. Over here. So that's 10 of them, you know. One of these will do 5. So 5 times 10 is 50. We need 192. But 50 per second is nowhere... Like, if we look at one of these, it doesn't tell you the full story, right? If you looked at this over here, when we had 9, we could just about run 7 of them before we ran into throughput issues. 192 divided by 7 is a weird number. 192 divided by 6 is, however, 32. So what we can do is we can get 6, then do this. See? Or more accurately, so I can make it longer, we can do this. Then we can have, like, 12 of them, where it is 6 plus 6. Then we do this, right? Ooh, I'll have to, protect this one up. No, what I'll do is I'll just, no, I'll just add one of them over here, so it's gonna be, like, in line with the build. Even if it may feel a little bit repetitive. Though I'll want to have... No, because it's going to be connected to whatever. It's going to be on the other side. Whatever. Then we'll need, like, some of these guys over here. Right. Oh, wait. This is stupid, because I'm not... Yeah. So we have 12 of them, right? Yeah. So this is going to be the idea. We'll have 12 of them. And how many of these are being fed by one scrap line? Because remember, this is... So 960 scrap per second. So 240 divided by 5 is 48. So we could feed 4 of these, kind of like, you know... I'll do them in, like, columns, right? So this is what we could feed with, I forgot to add these guys. But yeah, that's what I'll do. This is just about what we will be able to feed with only a single one of these guys, you know? I can't get them closer together, Sat. Maybe No, it'll still require 3 spaces. And, No, I'll have to do it... No, I don't know how I could do it in... Yeah, nah. It will just have to do it this way and deal with it. Okay, so let's remove all of this and start actually building. We are above the ocean. We'll do it here, then. In, like, the center. Where we literally just were. So add 1. Add 2. Add 3 and add 4. Then I'll put a roboport over here in hopes of getting some robo coverage. Petition to have, like, the roboports, like, petition to have the robots get run over by trains going up in the, overpasses. It would make the game much worse, but it would be really funny. Just fucking... just having, like, the train driving AI drunk drive into one of these. It would be absolute cinema, okay? And now we have, I'll do it like this, like... Okay, but I am almost, the moment I actually connect this to, fucking something... I have now connected one of these to the network. What's now going to happen, once everything actually, you know, starts feeding in, once the scrap comes, these guys, all 48 of them, will be able to process one of these. Though, as you may know, we don't have only one lane to process. No, we have a lot more. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, we're fine. But yeah. We're gonna need, if you can't tell, maybe, just maybe, a few more, frankly, of everything. So before, and this is the important one, we don't wait until we're out of stuff, but, before we're out, head to Vulcanus, add the request for as many of these efficiency modules as, like, you can realistically fish up. We haven't really been asking for them. So I assume there's gonna be a lot of them on the surface, and request as many of these as possible. I don't understand why it defaults to Now Vis when the materials for Speed 3s aren't on Now Vis. However, it seems all the bots are satisfied, question mark? Yeah, man. I don't know. After we're done with this... Wait a minute. Oh, we've already been. I betcha if I switch to Railgun Damage 4, it will, start researching it, right? Oh, yeah. Maybe not as well. We're out of something on Now Vis. What am I low on? Are there any trains stuck somewhere? Doesn't seem like it. What are we low on? Space science? Yeah, huh. Huh, okay. Come on. Well, we have more of these already. Wait a minute, really? You know what? Fuck it then. 4. Wait, that's not gonna help, is it? Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna just remove these entirely for now. And then, yeah, sure, whatever. Listen, man, I'll fix it. Maybe I won't fix it in the best way, but I will. Yeah, okay, so this is now here. We can also, I guess, you know, use this as some solar panel places, but yeah. Whoops. It's fine. It's whatever. Look, point is, no matter what happens, we are not going to, like, lower our productivity on the thing, you know? If anything, the more we do this, the faster these guys will work. Yeah. See, it's already, kind of being angry, but, you know, it is what it is. It's insane this has lasted for as long as it has, honestly. And now we just have to wait for, all the things to appear. If only they appeared with speed. But sadly, somebody thought it would be a smart idea to only have 2 launch platforms on Now Vis. I wonder who that was. Image of Garfield with the, like, you know, thing. Oh, yeah, by the way, it's kind of funny that we're only out of those modules. Wonder how much the power usage will spike when all of these are connected at once. I mean, I'll do it, even if it, like, knocks the base out temporarily. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, I can see it's a dumb idea from just about a mile away, but, you know, what's the worst that can happen, you know? I've run out of power before. I'm gonna turn this off, actually, and just... Yeah. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna block them off, like, down here. Yeah, as I suspected. But I can do this to take some of them back, and then... Yeah. That'll be interesting. So now all of these guys will, yeah. Now we'll somehow, keyword being somehow, have to process all of this stuff. Now I'm looking at all of those ratios right there. By the way, if you're wondering, yes, this is 192 of them. And that's only for the 2 of these, not even if we try to have more, like, Jesus. That's 192. So, we are gonna be boned. Theoretically, we could have all of these be on their separate belts. Which, you know... How much does this one make in total? 1.5 plus 0.5... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 items. Let's do 0. What's the average here? Let's say 0.5 times 11. No, it's definitely not. 0.7... Sorry, 1.5 plus 0.52 plus 0.44 plus 0.37 plus 0.3 plus 0.3 plus 0.3 plus 0.22 plus 0.22 plus 0.15 plus 0.7 plus 0... Let's just say it's 5 items, you know? So that's again... so 5 divided by 12... Sorry, like... 240 divided by 5 would be 48. However, it's not going to work that way, because they're not going to be fully stacked, so I will sort them by having... Yeah. Wait, are these even stacked? They are, I think. So what I'll do is I'll first have, like, a balancer here, but then I'll try to have one of these guys. It's not gonna go, you know, immediately 2 chests, but I'll have one of these guys for each, you know, for the 2 of them. And I'll have them right here, I think. I need to see, like, yeah, if I do it like this. Huh, if I hold F here. Yeah, see, it's, I need to see if I may just rotate this one. I'm gonna put a chest here to, dump all the garbage into. I'm gonna actually put a few of these to dump all the garbage into. That one's actually not protected from lightning storms, so, uh-oh. Yeah. We are sort of able to keep the production up. Maybe not fully, but I'm not picking stuff up at the same speed all the other stuff would be. Right? Yeah, I mean... Yeah, it's because I'm moving around so much. Shit. What do I do with all this garbage? that, I guess. And now on the bottom, we'll put down one of these. So the next step will be isolating each one of these guys on their own belt. Right after I put one of these down for every single one of these. Except, I broke all of these already. Oops. I'll need to do this. And this. And this. And there we go. And I'll have to pick up all of this. Oh my god. I love waiting for the bots to pick up all the garbage. Okay, now all of them are going to be broken the same way, mind you, so we'll have to deal with that, because otherwise I'll be risking, you know, polluting everything with even more scrap. But yeah, the end ship is over here. Time to dump all the things we have collected. Okay. We don't even need this much stuff, but it will be useful. We could also create some other sciences here, maybe, if we need them. I don't know, we'll see. Oh! Guess who filled this place up with garbage, apparently? Me. That's fine. Okay. Now... No, that is a far bigger issue. Because specifically... Oh, I'm gonna have to, Oh, no! Thanks to anybody who was thinking about this, worried, and saw the mistake before I did. If only you were here to warn me. Sadly you aren't, so it happened. Yeah. Oops. Have to remove all of that. However, now that this is all here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these down over here. And while the bots are maybe just the tiniest bit busy, I'll do it manually. And then I'll end the episode and go have pizza. That's not a joke. Gonna make pizza after the episode. Why? Don't really know. I don't know. It's a typical Saturday thing, you know. You know, you don't really think about it. You just know that you do it every Saturday because you did it every Saturday before. So you do it every Saturday. That's how it goes generally. I mean, I guess I did just explain the concept of having a tradition, just with, just on a far more personal level, I guess, than what people usually think of as traditions, even though, I mean, both of them are. There's gonna be one. Then over here, that's gonna be... Oh my, I almost made the same mistake again. Then over here, yeah, remove this. There's gonna be two. And, okay. One more. And that should be... Well, yeah, all of that's still happening because there's so much scrap in the belts, but, you know. This belt is no longer necessary even. I'll just remove it myself. If only I didn't fuck up everything here. That would have been nice. Yeah, wait, how much, before I realized my mistake, where is, like, the big ol' spike? It wasn't even there. Yeah, look at this, man. We've never really used much of a power draw at all. If I hit P and go for, like, yeah. You know, if you look at the last minute, you think we're, you know, using a lot of it, but realistically, you know, we really aren't. But yeah, these are now slowly being built. And I guess in the next episode, we'll fix my disaster right over here. And yeah, then we'll do whatever else. Something else I noticed is, for a while, I had a video. One of these episodes was just called Aquilo Disaster. And for what felt like a stupidly long period of time, that episode had exactly 0 views. Shit, something is being hit. I don't understand why it happened. I don't know why at all. All I know is that every so often I would open up, like, my analytics to see how the video was doing, and for so long it was stuck at 0 views. Until eventually it got 1 view almost a month after it came out with 500 impressions. It finally got a view. I guess people didn't want to watch that, but it is what it is. I guess it's a series issue, if that makes sense. Because the issue with something like, you know, this Factorio series is that it's been going on for a really long period of time. Long enough to where, like, you could imagine, like, you know, because of the sort of haphazard upload schedule, plus the fact that I have kind of stopped doing it for a while, then came back with the post-game stuff that I'm doing now, you know, we kind of decided, you know, from all of it, at the end of the day, I ran into the slight little problem where there are probably quite a few viewers that I've just kind of lost because, well, they were watching the series, and then the series stopped coming out, so they stopped getting the videos recommended, you know, so, yeah. But it's a thing you just kind of deal with, you know? It doesn't matter as much to me. I could imagine if, I was, like, trying to do YouTube as, you know, at a professional level, I could imagine that this would be, you know, far more concerning and a far larger issue, generally speaking. But thankfully, when this is just, like, the hobby I do when I have, you know, my free time, and I literally get nothing from it except personal enjoyment, it's a lot easier to justify doing whatever you want. You know, if it's your job, you kinda need it to survive, but, yeah. It depends. No, there's a reason why some people don't want YouTube to be their jobs, or sometimes lie that YouTube isn't their job, but, I can't even lie about that because, like... Are you serious? I mean, I could imagine ways of how someone my size could do YouTube for a living, which would, basically constitute me not doing this channel for a living, but instead, you know... Like, I could imagine, for instance, you know, doing, like, you could imagine if I was, like, a video editor who technically did, or, like, a manager of some kind, like, with, even at this size, you know, I could be theoretically, you know, doing YouTube for a living, even if it wasn't really YouTube in the same sort of way that people usually mean, but I feel like that's kind of cheating, so... Not including that definition. I need to stand close to one of these, so, all the trash I have is picked up. Okay, but yeah, it's so funny. The ultimate trash base is, it's operational. Well, almost. We still haven't sorted the trash. There's actually, you know what? Gleba does have incinerators, which gives me just the best ideas, you know. You just, maybe I can burn all the trash, but you know, I don't know. It is what it is. Also, in case you want to, just one final thing before the video ends, in case you want to be depressed, so many people are falling for, like, the AI wife, AI this, AI that stuff. It is genuinely concerning. Like, dude. It is genuinely kind of horrifying. Anyways, with, and on that bombshell, as some may say, see you in the next one. Bye-bye. And then, once again, I ruined the Markiplier reference by, you know, making it clear that it's a Markiplier reference. But it is what it is. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.